What up, painters? I'm here. How it do? Salutations, all you plastic addicts out there, plastic fiends, plastic sniffers. It's time to paint. I got a good sleep last night. I'm wired. I'm cranked. I'm feeling good. Let me just fire open my monitor over here. Try to get all my chat set up. Yeah, I never managed to get it set up before the stream. But if you are a VOD enjoyer, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come watch me live next time, 7 p.m. That was a lie, 7:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 7:35 p.m. Let me get water and I'm gonna start painting. Water and vitamins. Don't forget your vitamin D. It's the middle of winter. Energy levels are low. You don't want to get vitamin deficient here, all right? So don't forget vitamin D. We're at exactly 222 subscribers right now. That's crazy. That's a nice even number. Powers of 2 are good. All right. So today I got like 7 hours of sleep last night. It's the most that I've had in a long time. I don't usually get 7 hours of sleep. I'm normally on a good like 5.5 to 6.5. 7 is like I'm cruising at 7 hours of sleep. That's crazy. Okay, so we're going straight back to the wings. I was midway through some orange blends before, and I'm going to carry on with that, and then we're going to start hitting the yellow blends. I gotta do it like all 3 of these guys. They need orange blends. Let's just shake weight us some paint there. I've been kind of cooked lately, so I haven't really been editing any videos, but I really want to start getting videos out again. So that's gonna be a priority in the next week or two, is getting more videos out on my YouTube channel. I got lots of ideas, and I actually have a lot of footage. I haven't had a lot of motivation and a lot of energy and stuff like that. I've just been like totally fried. I don't know. I like sit around, work all day, watch freaking news and world events all day and stress about that, and then I stay up late stressing about the news and world events, and then I'm too tired to make videos before I paint, and then I paint, then I go to sleep, you know. So in the coming weeks, so I'm gonna try to get some more videos out. I just have to start slicing the footage up and recording the voiceovers. The voiceovers take a long time because it takes me like hundreds of takes. Maybe not hundreds of takes. It takes me a lot of takes to get stuff recorded properly. Me brain no work fast sometimes. Oh, it's not like my mouth doesn't work fast sometimes. So maybe it's both. Some kind of disconnect. Alright, so I gotta cook through. I think I did the last time I did these blends. I did the insides or on the outsides. Let me see. I think it needs some outside. You know what? I'll just do one more quick blend across all of them, and then we'll do orange blends on the other guys. Trying to keep it kind of light here. I don't want it to be like too heavy of a blend. I also gotta get some fresh paper towel. One sec. Oh yeah. I think most of this I had already blended over and smoothed out, but I'm just gonna do one more quick pass just to be safe. The glazed medium has been pretty useful on this sort of stuff. Let me take a look. It's there anything I see that's just like really like obviously wrong right off the bat? I think most of this is pretty good. That a little bit. The blends are coming together pretty good. I'm hoping that it won't be too many coats before these guys are starting to look a little bit cleaner. I'd very much like to move on to some Underworld's warbands and some Skaven maybe after these. Actually, I really want to, honestly, I want to paint some Liberators, but I do not need, Liberators are the last thing I need to paint. I have 10 Liberators in my army already, and they're the old model Liberators. I don't need to paint new Liberators, but I really like the new Liberators. And I kind of like the idea of building and painting 10 more Liberators, and I really don't know why. I should probably do some Reclusians or something. We'll just see, honestly. We'll see where it all lines up once I finish these guys. I'm going to start painting pretty hard, though, honestly. At least a couple extra days a week. I need to start painting on the weekends, but I've been playing a lot of Dark and Darker, and Dark and Darker Arena's open on the weekends, so it's been eating a lot of my time. Just grinding Arena, grinding Ranked and Dark and Darker. But I got to get away from that. All right. Gotta paint more. Gotta paint more. Video games don't get the plastic painted. Alright. I think we'll go outsides first here, and then outside work our way in. But let's go like this. Let's start on this side. Okay. This I did like a pretty poor, just in general, poor job with these early blends, but we'll just make it work here. Or not early blends, but like with the layers. The layers are really rough on these guys, but pretty easy to just work through it and smooth it out a little bit. Like so. Basically the blend from the lightest parts to the darkest parts, and just trying to smooth all this out using the regular orange paint first, and then we'll go to yellow and etc, etc, etc. I'm also going to paint fast tonight. Trader to gaming.
That's right.
Oh, I see.
Me and Oscar are going to trade.
Yeah, you haven't played Arena lately. Me neither. I might play that new one. I might play a little bit of that Legacy Steel and Sorcery in a week or two, if the game isn't dead by then. Hard to gamble on buying a new early access game, you know. Alright, making good progress here. These guys are going to come along pretty quick. Basically just have to even out these. Thank you. Warhammer time. These are coming together pretty fast, actually. I'll have to definitely do a few more layers on these, but this is not going to be too big of an issue, I don't think. I should be able to smooth these out pretty good. Do a few more layers of like red and orange, and then these will be looking pretty smooth as well. We're gonna have some clean looking fire here. Oh. I might stream late tonight. We'll see. We'll see how much energy I have. I'm feeling good right now. But I want to get all of the fires done. Yo, thanks, Bungus. Making some progress tonight. Feeling motivated. Hoping that I'll be able to make some real progress on these pretty soon. Ooh, Ogre Maw Tribe Spearhead, eh? Nice, dude. How's that going? That's a lot of resin, isn't it? Chunky. Hey, that's good. That means they're gonna be not too bad to paint, huh? I had to spit all over my desk. Jesus. At least as long as I didn't spit all over my model. Are there a lot of resin models in the Spearhead, or is the Spearhead mostly plastic? I know Ogre Maw Tribes in general have quite a bit of resin, right? They're sort of a resin heavy army. Alright. Okay. Layer 1 is coming together. I feel like I gotta come up with some interesting commentary for painting. Like, I can say like, hey, I'm doing this layer, but then it's like that only lasts for like a few seconds, and then I still have like an hour and a half of painting this layer. How do you? I never watch painting streams. I never watch someone else painting live. Maybe I should watch other people's streams and see what they do. I'd be like, what's up, gamers? We're painting. No, that doesn't work. What would someone who knows what they're doing say? What would a real streamer say? Yeah, I like this playlist. Which one is this? Oh, this is the DMCA free synthwave playlist #1. Very good. Hey gamer. Hey gamers, it's your boy, something like that. It's your boy. Oh shit. This is on YouTube, so it's your boy D-Train Minis here. my Twitch handle is like blap blap diddly doodly or something, so I could say some like real long random scat jazz or something like that to really throw people off. Dude, there was a League of Legends streamer, and I swear this is going back like 10 years, and I don't even remember what the guy's name was, but he used to say this like, "What's up, pimps and players," or something like that, and I legitimately like physically cringed every time one of those videos showed up in my feed. Hey, Wargamers. I've been trying to go with "What's up, microplastic enthusiasts" in my actual videos, but that gets old, and then I just start freeballing it and saying random things. God, I'm so glad I don't play League of Legends anymore. It's only when you're out of League of Legends that you realize the poison that game is. What angle do I paint this at? These are awkward. They're real awkward here. Let's just do that. Boy. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. I really thought I was going to save a lot more time using the contrast paint than I'm actually saving at this point. But it's mostly because I kind of butchered the contrast paint on these guys. It actually turned out better on the first one than on these ones. These ones turned out worse than the first one I did, than like the test one. I don't really know why. I think I was just rushing. It's starting to come along though. These guys are going to need another layer of red to really smooth them out. They're still looking a little bit rough, but... Painting wings? Oh yeah. Yeah, these wings are difficult. I've done other like feathers. Like feathers I find not too bad. Feathers are just a little bit tedious, but they're not the worst. But these wings, I don't know. There's a lot of fire. It's just a lot of fire. Fire really strikes a balance of like difficult and tedious, you know. It requires some thought, like where you put the highlights and stuff like that. With feathers, you give them a good dry brush, drop a few little edge highlights on them, and you're good to go, you know. Getting fire to look even like remotely good is a little bit more challenging. Especially over a large area like this. I don't know. Just gonna keep working on this. Although this is coming along pretty well, I think. These ones are gonna turn out. Birds in general, yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit tedious. They take a long time. I've done like ether wings, which are like the small stormcast birds, and they definitely take, for how small the models are, they took me quite a while. I would still paint a million birds over a lot of parchments. I find parchments are the most annoying to paint, and these things are just like caked in them. These ones aren't too bad. A couple on here, a couple on the belt, but I still have to paint the parchments on these ones. These ones have flames and parchment, but these stupid guys. This is like Parchment City over here. Look at this. That's fun, huh? The Reclusians or whatever. Oh, just knock them over. Yeah. Okay, back, done. Oh, an orange layer. Oh, Christ. Did I do the red on this guy? Please tell me I did. I did enough red on this guy that I'm gonna have to go back and do another layer anyway, so. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. Orange inside. As we start to get the orange in, it starts to look more like fire. A few more layers, and you know, we'll be ready to start on the actual slats of the wings, which are going to be their own challenge in and of themselves. Put that there. Real annoying part about these guys is just how to freaking hold them. They don't fit in the paint handles properly, and even if they're in the paint handles, I can't really rest my hand on the paint handle because it's too tall. I've never understood how you're supposed to paint like really tall models other than just hold them by the base and kind of make do, suffer through it, you know? Suffer through. Coming together though. Hand vise or painting the, yeah. I try to avoid sub-assembling. I do it if I really have to, but yeah, I just find it like annoying and tedious. I don't like gluing things after they're already painted too. I do it for stuff like the shields and stuff like that, but I generally try and avoid it if given any other alternative. Hand vise might be a good idea, or some kind of like, I could get an actual vise, like a desk mounted vise to hold them in. Then I could prop my arms against the vise. something like that. Maybe that's the play. I'll start down this side and just work my way out here too. These are coming along fairly quickly though, these wings. Where was I? I was here, I think. This stuff is making it a little bit tricky, the lightning. That's more just because of the angles that it's at. Work my way up from the bottom maybe here. Okay. Crazy thing is I haven't even got to the white layers yet. Okay, 3D printed some handles there. Yeah, when I do sub-assemblies, I usually just like, I got like random balls of blue, whoa, let's do that one on the floor. I got like balls of blue tack that I use like that. Not ideal, not an ideal solution, but I should get some more handles. I got a couple regular painting handles. These guys are too tall to fit into the camera though, that's the main thing. If I was painting off stream, it would be a lot easier because I could just hold them by the paint handle, but the stupid flying models are always too tall to fit under the camera as well as be on a paint handle. But yeah, for sub-assembling, having some like some corks. I've seen people use corks. 3D printed handles would be nice too. Okay, let's go with that for now. This is coming together. Let's see. This is just going to be a little bit of a work to get this, a little bit of tedium to get this actually like smoothed out, but it's getting there slowly. Yeah, true. As long as it works. My other solution has been, oh, this one's not bad. The bottle with the blue tack on top also. And the bottle with the magnet on top is another classic. All right, this wing, next wing. Down here, start smoothing this out. This fire in here on the inside of the wing on this guy, a little tricky to get to. The other one's gonna be even harder, the last prosecutor. Just because, I think it's because of the way I mounted them on the wires. Not entirely sure, but I was already struggling to paint some of the base coats on them. I know getting the fire blend smooth is gonna be a real headache. It's all right though. Dude, everything's held together by blue tack. Truly the #1 hobby product. Oh shit, what am I doing here? Oh, what am I doing here? Whatever, this is fine. is what it is. It'll work out. It'll dry, and it'll be less of a strong blend once it dries. Just gonna go with it. Whew. Easier said than done, some of this stuff. Tongue depressors. Oh yeah, I can see that. Tongue depressor, that's a word that I have not heard in a long time. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't been to the doctor for like 10 freaking years, but it's a word that just doesn't cross my brain very often. Sounds awkward to say. Some words are just like that. You don't hear them and you don't say them very often, and then it's just like you almost forget what the word is or how to use it or something like that. Tongue depressor. You have to think about it for a second. True. What about wooden tongue stick? Maybe that's a better word for it. We should go for like descriptive names for everything. Maybe tongue depressor is descriptive. Back when I worked in an office, I used to like to just make up words and then just use them over and over and over again to grief my coworkers until someone said the word. Make up words, and then sometimes just mispronounce common words, and I would just do it over and over and over again and try and incept the mispronunciation into people's brains. The joys of working in an office. In German, Zungenspattel, huh? Interesting. I don't speak much German. I got German relatives, a lot of German relatives, but I do not personally speak any German. I missed it by one generation. Missed growing up bilingual by one generation. Not German. I speak a pretty decent amount of Thai these days, but not German. All right, on to the next ones. I just started learning Chinese on Duolingo too, but it's difficult, very difficult. Much harder to learn than Thai. I don't know. I've only used Duolingo for like a month. When I learned the bulk of the Thai that I know, I was in Thailand. So I was in Thailand for like 6 or 7 months or something. And then I just kept learning from there. That was a couple of years ago. I kept learning from there after I got back, but I've only been using Duolingo for like a month. And it's good for like keeping motivated, I guess. It's good for like maintaining the habit because it's like so gamified. I don't know how effective it is for actually like learning and using stuff. I think it's just got so many repetitive notifications that it's hard to ignore, where it's like sometimes it'd be like, oh, well, maybe I just won't practice tonight or won't study tonight, so I'll just like skip it. But then with Duolingo, it like harasses you like constantly, so you feel like you don't really have an excuse, you know. But I don't know how effective the courses are. I think it's all about like learning like language is all about just like what works for you. You gotta find something like find a personal system that works for you. Yeah, the emails. I turned off the emails. I got the widget on my phone, and the widget is also the widget's bad enough. Yeah, I think that probably helps a lot. I think getting like online tutoring and stuff is probably pretty important. I haven't done it for a long time, but I was doing like online tutoring and stuff for quite a while on like, I think it's like Italki or something like that. And that helps. It's just like, a lot of it's just like conversation practice. You just like chat basically in the language, then they can like correct you and stuff like that. I don't know. It's hard when you're not in a place where you can use the language a lot too. I think you get like to really like make huge progress fast. You got to be in a place where you can use the language a lot. Like I still study Thai every day, but my progress has been stalled out for like a year or two because I've been back in Canada for like the last 2.5 years. And I haven't really been doing like all the online like tutoring or language exchange stuff like that much. I've mostly just been like writing down words and learning, but I think the progress is a lot faster when you can actually like just regularly use it. I'd like to, as soon as I have the money. I don't think I could handle being there for like a 6-month stretch straight again. It was sort of like a COVID time thing, just put everything in storage and went to Asia. But yeah, as soon as I have the money to go back, I will, for sure. think being in North America, in Canada, is pretty isolating in a lot of ways. I felt like that when I was over there, and like coming back after having been back for a couple of years, it's like we're so far away from the rest of the world. Like when you're in Asia, you can just basically go wherever you want. It's like the flights are pretty cheap. You can hop over to another country like so quickly, but in Canada, we're just like stuck here. If you don't have like tons of money to travel, because it's like well, okay, it's not $2,000, it's like $1,200 to fly to Asia, but if you're not absolutely drowning in money to go traveling, it's pretty hard to just go places on a whim, you know? And nobody, sure as hell, just about nobody can afford to travel in Canada, you know? We got this whole like buy Canadian thing going on right now, like Canadian tourism. It's like literally like $2,000 to take a train across the country here. It's crazy. We do have Banff. I've never been to Banff though. Hotel's like $500 a night, it's crazy. It was wild. It's not that much. If you want to stay in a nice hotel, it's like $500 a night. If you want to stay in like a run-down hole of a hotel, it's probably like $200 a night. Our tourism is just like pretty unapproachable for a lot of people, I think. Yeah, true. All right, sounds good, dude. It's good chatting with you. Have a good one. Yo, this is like my favorite song on this playlist. This one absolutely slaps. Alright, I'm making progress here. Have I gone? Oh my god, I'm only on the outside of this one. What am I doing? It's gonna take me all night. This is only a middle layer. I still have to do yellow layers, yellow blends and white blends. I'm coming unglued. I'm coming apart at the seams over here. No, it's fine. Holy, these wings are a slog. I'll be happy when these guys are done. I'm never painting one of these prosecutors ever again. They're cool models. These are wicked models, but I've had enough of these wings. They loomed over me. They were looming over me the whole time, and now that I have to actually do them, I'm not disappointed. Just gonna go like this. Bibbity bop these. Whew. I gotta thin out my paint. My paint is not thin enough for some of these blends. I'm going for like pretty runny type blends here for now, and then I'll smooth them out a little bit later. The oranges come together nicely though. I think once I finish the prosecutors in sometime in 2028, I'll probably move on to some Underworlds warbands and do one or two warbands in the meantime. I gotta finish my next Gits warband. And then I got a few, not Winter Maw, what was the one before Winter Maw? Frost Hollow, not Frost, what was it called? Nether Maze? Nether maze, maybe. Not nether maze. The underwater one with the octopus. I gotta do those ones. Keep smoothing these down. Sort of a both directions type blending angle here. Definitely be a few additional layers required on this one. I just did a bit of a rough job on the initial layers on this one. I think I was just rushing or being lazy or something, I don't know. It's all good though. You're gonna make it work. There we go. Oh yeah. Alright, we'll go on the inside. I mean, there's the difference that you can see. There's the red, the yellow without the blends, without the middling orange blends, and there's with the orange. And that will just keep getting hopefully smoother and smoother as we go. I got one more red layer and one more orange layer, and then I gotta do a yellow layer on each of them. Let's get some water here. Gotta stay hydrated while you paint, you know? Don't want to be forced to drink your paint water. Probably full of all kinds of good minerals though, honestly. That could be a new health food supplement. Start a supplement company. I bet the FDA will approve anything these days. Paint water. New fitness supplement. Oh, just a headache. This is a really weird blend spot here. A little bit odd. Okay, we'll make it work. Going around the inside like this. It's just a weird angle. This is the angle the wings are at on this guy. It's really hard to hold and paint. Oh Jesus, let's try not to accidentally snap the tip of the wing off on the desk while I'm doing this. Sorry, this is gonna be just, the camera angles are gonna be awkward here because the painting is awkward. I'm struggling to find the right angles already to hold this guy at. If he just bops out of the camera for a second, it's just gonna have to be what it is, unfortunately, because I just like, he's got this stupid underside wing angle. Just really struggling to find the way to hold them here. Let's go a little there like that, a little bit of orange. Trying to smooth these out. This is gonna be like a multi-layer blending thing on these ones. Pretty much only because I just did a rough job on them initially. Next time, I'm going to do it better. Next time, I'm going to think about it better and do a better job. I'm not going to rush the initial layers so much. To keep that in my brain. next time I have to paint fire. Smoother early layers makes for like smoother blending and easier blending. That's all right. The underside of both of these will be a little tricky. I think I'll start here and just work my way up. Man, I've really been eyeing up this new Legacy Steel and Sorcery game that I've seen a lot of people playing. I'm gonna wait a month. I generally don't buy early access games like right when they come out. I just don't trust them. After PUBG, I never trust an early access game after PUBG. It really ruined my trust of the whole early access genre of games. But Legacy Steel and Sorcery is already looking pretty promising. And if it continues to get developed, and if it doesn't totally die, and the servers look stable in a month, maybe worth playing. I don't know. I'm pretty excited to give it a try. Let's just get a little bit of this orange in here. This is like a really tricky part to paint on the wing here. Just a little bit weird. I think I'll just kind of like half-cock this one, honestly. It might be a little bit scuffed, but there we go. That's gonna have to do for now. All right, layer orange 1 is in. Roll them right back around. Anyone else been playing any good video games lately? Or is everyone painting like crazy? Everyone painting up a storm. I feel like it's so rare these days that like just like a really like top tier, like S tier, super addictive, really good video game comes out, honestly. It's not like the old days, like we had like WoW back in the old days, you know? Man, when WoW came out, that was like a dream come true. I remember 2004, 2005 like it was yesterday. These days it feels like MMOs and stuff like that, just games of that level of quality don't really come out. Too bad Blizzard drove into the dirt, but people aren't developing games like that anymore. All right. Final orange layer on this guy, and then we go to yellow layers on the other guys, and we just work our way through a whole hour of yellow painting, and then I start drinking the Nuln oil, and then everything derails from there. No, don't drink the Nuln oil. Trying to get this smoothed out a little bit. Hoping the yellow will be quicker. The yellow should be quicker. Oh no, is the playlist over? Is this the last song? Let's get in there. Alright, this one's pretty good. I like this one. We'll go to the rock mix after this. DMCA free rock mix. Keep slowly but surely rolling this one bit up here. Come on. We'll say on the bright side, my back's feeling better this week. I legitimately, I thought I was going to be out for a long time. I absolutely, blew my freaking spine out at the gym last week. Doing deadlifts. It wasn't even going that heavy. And I was laid out for a few days. It was crazy. My back was not feeling good last week. I feel like I had this, recurring injury, and one of these days, it's not going to get better, and then I'm really going to be hooped. But until that day comes, keep lifting. I hope that the stem cell technology just keeps advancing at a sufficient rate. By the time I'm about 50, I can get all my problems solved by stem cells. Alright, there you go. Okay, those are starting to come together. Let's hit the yellow blends. Let's start doing yellow blends now. Orange, look at that, exciting. Color change, high impact. Boom. Boom, yellow. Golden yellow, in fact. Got to be precise, right? And more glazed medium. Although yellow already covers poorly enough, but I like to really water it down. Yellow needs to be maximally shaken here. I think 3 drops of yellow will get me there. I may not even need that much yellow right now, but the yellow paint is pretty quick because it's just the very inner parts of the wings. Okay. Oh, these earbuds are making my ears itchy. Oh yeah. I mean, the paint's not shaking properly until your forearms are just totally on fire, right? I swear, if it's like a day that I work arms or back at the gym, shaking up paint is actually hell. My forearms are just I can barely hold onto the paint bottle. I'm just I gotta two-hand shake the paint. Time to hop on Temu and order myself one of them Vortex mixers, or whatever they're called. Oh hell yeah, yogurt's done. That's what that beeping is. Get a nice watered down yellow here. Really start cooking. Okay, so just gonna start blending this out the same way I did with the orange and the red. This one's gonna be hopefully not too long to get all these done. I just make I just make a big 4-liter pot of plain yogurt every week usually. I eat a lot of it, so it's cheaper to just buy 1 tub of yogurt and then make 4 liters. Make 4 liters on my own than it is to keep buying the little tiny 750 gram tubs or whatever. Just good old fashioned plain, you know? Alright, Let's see how this is gonna hopefully come together. I'm gonna try just basically like stippling this and then maybe leaving a little bit in the grooves because I want the grooves to be nice and bright. I feel like there's a lot of stuff you probably save a lot of money on if you just make it yourself. Like yogurt, I save so much money just by making yogurt myself. I bet you if you can make bread or something. I only eat sourdough bread, but if I can make sourdough myself, I know it's probably not that hard. I just haven't expanded my home repertoire of things that I can make like that. I'd like to be able to make sauerkraut. I almost exclusively just eat rotten foods. Pretty much entirely just eat fermented foods. I don't even know why, it wasn't even intentional. I just realized at some point that things that are like sour and rotten tasted good, so that's what I started eating. Is it? Oh, you have to knead the dough, right? I make pizza dough myself, but not like it's just like I just use the baker's yeast or whatever. And that doesn't take too long, but you also don't need to knead pizza dough, right? Bread is like more of a involved thing, right? Probably a pretty good workout though, kneading all that bread. I made shortbreads one time. Kneading shortbreads was, that alone was quite a bit of effort. Oh yeah, dude, I bet. Nothing like walking by a fresh bakery and just like smelling the bread. I'll bet you if you make it at home, that probably smells crazy good. Bannock, what's bannock fried bread? Is that like you like fry it in a pan with like oil or something? Damn, yo, I like the sound of that. I'm a big fan of anything fried. Deep fried, oof. I try not to eat too much deep fried food, but I won't turn it down if it's offered. Or things just fried in oil. Speaking of unhealthy, I used to do this thing I call pan toast. I would literally just fry, instead of toasting my bread, I would just fry it in the pan in butter. I've done that for a long time, you know. Might be getting a little too old to do that, but when I was in my 20s, you know, it was that was a staple. Holy, this desk is too low. I keep smashing my ankle on the desk. Alright, I think that's looking pretty smooth. The yellow doesn't take very long, so I feel pretty good about that. I'll still have to probably do one more pass of the red maybe, but we'll see. I have to do white though. These guys need white blends, which is not my favorite. Just gonna trail a few of these out a little bit more, just make it look a little hotter. or not white, I guess I do sort of like an ivory for the flames, like maybe an ivory mixed with yellow type angle, but either way, it's gonna be tedious. Okay, inside right, now inside left. Yeah, thanks dude, they're starting to for sure. This guy's the furthest along. These guys are 2 steps behind. So I just did the first layer of blends on these guys. But they're already kind of getting there. I'm just happy that it, as of right now, it tentatively looks like they're gonna work out. The concept is so far sound, you know? Now we do this side. Let's turn it around though. Oh Jesus, what am I doing here? Okay, let's do this. This is fine. Try and keep it under the camera, but no promises. My like giant gorilla hands are gonna probably take a lot of the camera focus, the autofocus. Unfortunately. Clumsy chimpanzee like a pendant is. Unfortunate. Okay, this I gotta smooth out a little bit here. Tough part with these is like keeping them stable while also not snapping them off the wires too. That's one thing I've really been struggling with the entire time I've been painting these. It's like I need somewhere to rest my hands. So right now, I don't know if you can see, but right now I'm like literally resting my hands on my desk. But I still keep accidentally every now and then like putting a little too much pressure on the wires and feeling them like creak. A little bit nerve-wracking. Just a tad nerve-wracking. All right. The yellow doesn't take long though. I'm just being real careful. I used a lot of super glue though, so I'm hoping it holds, but if anything's gonna break, it's gonna be the super glue. Oh no 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 no! Oh no no no! I just got yellow paint on the edge of his shield. That's okay. I think I should be able to just rinse it off. Hopefully. All right. I think we saved it. It's been salvaged. Woo! stressful. What music am I listening to? My playlist rolled over. This is fairly chill. Oh no, is this I hope this is copyright free or my VOD's gonna get muted or something. I'm gonna go back. This is allegedly Vietnamese cafe vibes. I've been in a lot of Vietnamese cafes. I've been in cafes in Vietnam and they never have music like that, but that's all right. I'm gonna just go back to the synthwave because I don't know if that one's DMCA free. I don't think the DMCA thing actually matters that much because I'm not monetized, but I want to get in the habit because Twitch used to mute my VODs, even though I wasn't monetized on Twitch, or at least before I was monetized on Twitch. I would get my VODs muted all the time. I did this side. Okay, so let's work on this side, right? Yeah, let's do it. See this in here. I think this is all pretty much okay in here. I'll just get a little bit of yellow in there. Honestly, I'm not seeing anything too crazy wrong with a lot of these blends in here. Let's just rinse this out. Let's just smooth that just a little. I think I'll just leave that like that for now and go to the outside. Yeah, dude. I got a cup of clean water here that every once in a while I need to take a scoop with the spoon and rinse something off too. And then I got my brush stockpile there. If things get really desperate, I got the dry, clean, well, reasonably clean brushes up there. If anything really gets out of hand, I go to the sink. You know, sometimes you butcher something so badly, it's like, well, that guy's got to go in the water. That guy's got to go under the sink. You know. I haven't had a major incident that required rinsing a model off for a while, but it's definitely happened. Yeah, you know, reasonably clean. I probably wouldn't want to use any of those brushes to paint over clean white plates, but you know. Not without giving some soap on them, putting some soap on them, but you know. Good for base coating dark colors at the very least. Or cleaning up mistakes. Alright, we're going to the back now. Smooth out these back blends just a little bit. These ones I'm just going to push the yellow into the cracks because the main parts I want smoothed out are the cracks here and just a little bit, or not the cracks, like the low points in the fire. And then just a little bit on the high points here. There's a lot of this. And then I hope that the yellow creates a smooth enough layer over top that I don't have to go over it again, but you never really know until you're a little deeper into it. All right. Oh, my camera's all screwed up. Give me a second. I'll fix the camera real quick. There we go. That's all right there. Smooth a lot of these over. I think the slats on these wings are going to be kind of tricky too. I don't know what I'm going to do for them. I think I'm going to do them a red glowing hot metal. I think I was talking about this the other day, but that usually takes me a really long time even for small pieces, so I'm going to see if I can come up with some kind of fast way to do it with the contrast paint, because there's a lot of metal wing slats, or whatever they're called. I'm calling them slats. They're slats for sure. Metal feathers, big metal feathers that shoot fire. This is the world that Age of Sigmar exists in. Okay, that's smooth enough there. That's looking pretty good there. Let that dry up and see how those blends look. There. Yeah, you know what? They may need a little bit more smoothing, but they're looking alright. Could be a little smoother, but. Let's get some water here. Oh yeah. Okay, outside left. Now I go outside right. Indeed. All right. Work my way up here. Trying to keep smoothing that out. Get a little bit more yellow paint. My paint's getting too thin here. I basically have a dab of paint and a dab of medium, and I'm just like constantly mixing it, trying to keep the paint consistency right. There we go. Yeah, I probably should. I should probably be pre-mixing, like, in larger quantities. Which is not a habit I've ever been in, but it would make sense, honestly. I should probably try that. I should, I have, like, little small things I can use as, like, a mixing palette. More like a dry type palette that I could probably use. I should really just be cleaning up some of my old paint bottles as I run out and using those. Hey, look at that. We're almost there on this guy. With the yellow. Let's see, what do I have? It wouldn't really be a bottle. I don't have any extra bottles. I should buy some. I got this that I was going to use. This is a dumpling container from a package of dumplings that I bought at the grocery store. that I thought might be a good palette. It's got some weird textures on the bottom, but I'm gonna use it at some point as like a dry palette. I'm not even gonna show you the underside. I got heaps of garbage around my desk. I feel like everybody that does hobbies of any kind just ends up with heaps of like stuff that would be considered garbage by most people. It's like, oh, that bottle, that random tiny bit of plastic, that would be useful for something. Better throw that in the pile under the desk. Throw that in the drawer. All right, how is this going? Let me see. That's smoothing out quite a bit. Luckily the orange to yellow blends don't require too much effort and they go pretty smooth. Alright. Okay. I think that layer is done on this guy. The wings are slowly smooth now. The last layer on this guy is going to be white, but I got to do some yellow on the other guys. Then I got to do a little bit more smoothing out. Who's next? Who is next for the yellow smooth blends? Yellow blends. This guy also needs more orange as well, but let me readjust the camera here. Damn, I like this tune. This whole playlist. I'll let it roll over to the rock playlist after this. I don't think I'll get through this playlist again tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna get all these yellows. I'm gonna get all the yellows done tonight. Or at the very least, all of this layer of yellows. So let's see how long that takes. Yellow progress is coming pretty good. Surprisingly well. Get a little bit up in here. Basically smooth that out a little. Oh no, I got too much. I got some water in there, whatever. Oh, I'm going around the outsides this time. I might do the insides first. That's gonna be confusing later. Definitely won't cause me to paint the same spot twice, just out of sheer confusion. Okay, outside, back, outside, back. Whew. Smoothing it out, smoothing it out. They'll start to look really hot once I get the white going. That's usually what, or sorry, I'm just gonna keep saying white. You know what? I'm gonna keep saying white. It'll be like an ivory color. It'll be like a 1-to-1 mix of ivory and yellow probably, but that's the color I usually for like white hot flames, but that is what gets it looking really hot at the end. Usually. Okay, go on here. Get a little bit in there. Gonna keep slow. Today's Wednesday, right? It must be Wednesday today. Let me tell you, if there's one thing working from home is good for, it's completely detaching you from the days of the weeks. To a point where you just like literally can't even tell what day it is without looking at your phone. Some days I literally wake up and I have no idea what day it is. It's all just a blur. Time is broken. Smooth that out a little bit. All right. Okay, that one's smoothing out a little bit. Yeah, dude. I've been feeling the same way. I feel like I woke up and it was Monday, and then I woke up again and the week's half over. And then I'm gonna go to sleep and it's gonna be the weekend. It's just getting older, maybe. Went to sleep one day and woke up and it was 10 years later and I don't know what happened. I'm lucky. Alright, let's smooth this out. Really smooth this out a little. That is a little bit too yellow there. Whew. I was gonna burn through that yellow so quickly. Yellow is just, I hate yellow paint. Color is fine for painting, but the paint itself is never good. It's just runny. Which is actually good when you need to do blends like this, but. Annoying to paint yellow for stuff that isn't like fire and stuff that needs to be blended. True. I wish the models would paint themselves at the same rate that the weeks fly by. That didn't even make any goddamn sense. What am I even talking about? I wish I could paint models faster. There we go. Oh, come on. Me wish paint plastic man fast. airbrush, eh? Yeah. I know it's time to invest in one at some point. I'm putting it off. I know it's gonna be the kind of thing where like the second I actually get one and use it, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, there was no reason to procrastinate learning how to use this tool for so long, but I will get an airbrush at some point. But then I don't get to make jokes about airbrush abusers and people taking advantage of broken meta strats, you know? If I'm using an airbrush. Broken meta painting techniques. Overtuned airbrush abusers. Nah, I gotta start airbrushing at some point for sure. All right, inside of the wings now. All right, I got a little bit more yellow out here. Ooh, that's a little bit thick. Okay, I just thin that out a little bit. A little bit of water in there. Actually, need a little bit more medium too. Just a tiny bit of medium. All right, underway. I think if I do get an airbrush, I'm going to get one of those ones that doesn't require a pump. I know they're probably not as good, but I saw online there were some that were just like handheld. They're just like a battery charged one, and they got the compressor built into the handle. They look reasonable, especially because I probably wouldn't be overly using it. I think you probably only need an expensive one if you're doing like really high detail, fine grain airbrushing stuff, I assume. I'd probably just be using it for blends and layers and stuff like that over large surfaces. I think when I'm ready to paint my storm drakes, I may get an airbrush and try and use them for storm drakes, just because If I have to paint Storm Drakes by hand, I'll probably just quit painting forever, honestly. Those things are freaking enormous. That will be the time to learn how to use an airbrush, for sure. Little silent compressors too, like a laptop battery. Those are the ones you're talking, like get an external compressor, or just getting like one of the ones with the built-in ones in the handle? Do they sell small compressors? I guess they must. I just always heard they're really loud and they put out a lot of heat and stuff like that. Like the full-size air compressors. Oh, external ones, eh? Okay. All-in-one kit from Amazon, 70 bucks. Only 70 bucks? Brush, external compressor, hose, and some bits like... Okay. Maybe that's not so bad. I was looking at one that had that compressor built into the handle. That was like 120 bucks. I always assumed that having to buy an extra compressor, or having to buy a compressor would add extra expense, not less expense. 70 bucks isn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. I never really even looked into the prices that much, other than I looked into one because I saw one in like a video, so I looked into the price, and it was like one of the internal compressor ones. Interesting. That's good to know. All right. Final blend here, I think, firstly. Man, how would I even stream airbrushing? That's another conundrum right there. I'll think about that if I do get one. I'll need a better tripod. I'll need one that isn't just like this weird little gooseneck wire tripod that I got right now. Sure, sounds good, dude. Yeah, throw up a link. I'll take a look at it for sure. This is gonna need another layer of blending. This wing. but probably not tonight. I think I'll just finish this wing tonight and then like this layer. Whoa, and then I'll drop the model right onto the paper towel and hopefully not get orange paint all over it. If anyone's wondering what the Discord that Azith was talking about is, it's in the link in the description, I think. At some point I added the Discord into my stream description, so if you want to join the Discord, it's there. Anybody can join. It's just chill. People can share photos of the models or whatever. Anything like that. Oh dude, yeah, I've definitely the dropping the models is a bit of a regular occurrence. I will say nothing's as bad as when I'm using these. I don't know if you use these Games Workshop things, but these ones, if you're not careful, these things are like legitimately a model slingshot. I have launched my models literally across the room with these things by accident. Like if the base just pops out a little bit, it just sends those things flying, dude. Goddamn model catapult over here. Definitely had a few clench moments like that on stream. One time I dropped my camera, it fell, I was fiddling with it in the stand and my phone fell on top of the model I was painting and like snapped it in half. True. If I actually launched one of these guys, you might just keep on flying, you know? I feel like something like that would make a good clip, just like accidentally launch a model across the room. The one time I spilled an entire bottle of Nolan oil on my desk, I wasn't on stream, which was kind of annoying. I would have liked to have had that one on camera. It's always like the good thing, you know, like, oh, it's like, oh shit, that would have been a great TikTok, you know, or like a great like YouTube short or something. It's like, damn, I just spilled an entire bottle of Nolan oil on my desk or something like that, but I wasn't streaming. Yeah, once you get used to using the holders, it's really hard to go back. Like even these guys, I'm kind of like, it's annoying holding the base. When I first started, I did these model holders didn't exist, like back in the 90s, and so I would always just hold the base in the model. But after getting used to them, it's like awkward holding the base. Now it's hard to go back once you're used to using a paint handle. That's looking alright. I got a little bit more yellow. I'll do a little bit more here, just on this guy. Hit the next one. Oh my god, the wings are so big. There's so much fire. I'm gonna go until this yellow paint's gone. So a few more minutes. Or until I just get thoroughly tangled in wires here. Top of a chunk of core. I've seen that. I've used a little bit of blue tack like this, but I think I have like some crappy blue tack because this stuff doesn't hold the model that well. I have it on a bottle. Blue tack on cork might be okay. I think like I was showing this one off earlier, the magnet on the bottle is good if you magnetize your thing early. Like if you magnetize your models before you paint them. The magnet on the bottle is pretty good. But it does mean you have to sacrifice a precious neodymium magnet to the paint handle collection. Well, I ran out of yellow paint faster than I thought. I'm gonna wash my brushes real quick. May as well do a little on-stream brush maintenance here. No, I'll do all my Sable brushes. Move those guys back just a little bit. A little hoot of water here. Yeah, the springs are definitely the hazard. the painting handles. I'd like to get ones that are like clips. I've seen some nice ones online that just have like clips. I feel like there's got to be a way to do one that's got just like an adjustable clip that isn't a spring. Oh wow, this brush is nasty. Give me a second. Let me just scoop a little more soap off there. It's still got a lot of red in it or something. Good old-fashioned brush cleaning. Oh, and then I drop my brush in the paint water. Very good. Spotless. We'll say there's something satisfying about like seeing all the muck and paint and stuck in goop come out of the brushes. Probably can't see it that well on the camera, but alright. That's done. I get this goop. Paint handle is also my brush, what do they call this? Brush restorer, which I think is just antifreeze. And nobody's ever proven me wrong because it tastes like antifreeze. But so I try not to taste too much of it. But it tastes like antifreeze, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And it looks like antifreeze. It's blue. It's got that nice antifreeze blue to it. Until someone tells me otherwise, I'm assuming that this is just a bottle of antifreeze. Yeah, certain colors are really hard to get out. I have a lot of trouble with like red. I feel like red is like one of the hardest colors to get out of the brush. I don't really know why. All right. I think just cleaning them regularly gets like the paint. You just get the paint out a little bit at a time by cleaning them regularly. I like to soak in that blue stuff and then dry, and hopefully they come back to a nice point for the next painting session. All right, it's 9:25. Went a little late tonight. That's all good. I'll be back definitely Friday. I keep saying I'm gonna be back like Tuesday. I'm like, oh, I might be on Tuesday. Thursday, I'm like, I might be on Thursday, and then I haven't been making it on lately, but that is a goal. My official days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Browns? Yeah, browns. I can see browns being tough. I definitely have trouble cleaning browns out of my brushes sometimes. I could definitely see that. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching, and I will see you on the next stream. I hope everyone has a good night. It was good chatting with you all, and I hope all your painting goes well. Later.